Rated T for Teen. Welcome to the League of Legends Champions Spotlight, featuring Lucian, the Purifier. Lucian is a high-mobility marksman who wields powerful relic weapons on a vengeful crusade to free his wife's spirit from Thresh's lantern.
You took the better half of me, Thresh. What you left is a dangerous enemy.
A fast, aggressive champion, Lucian's flexibility makes him a formidable opponent in either solo or duo lanes.
Smiling.
Lucian's passive is Light Slinger. A core part of his speedy hit-and-run gameplay, Light Slinger grants Lucian a double attack each time he casts an ability. Though the second attack deals reduced damage to champions and structures, carefully timing your attacks to take full advantage of your passive will significantly boost your damage output. Also, since Lucian's double shot counts as 2 individual attacks, it allows him to double up on lifesteal and on-hit effects like Blade of the Ruined King. Lucian's Q, Piercing Light, launches a beam at a single opponent. Although he only selects a single target, the beam deals damage to all enemies caught in its path. Although the cast range is relatively limited, it's important to note that the beam extends well beyond the target, possibly reaching enemies past the intended victim. The trajectory of Piercing Light is locked as soon as the cast animation begins, so quick foes may be able to avoid damage with fast reflexes. With its long range and low cooldown, Piercing Light is a great tool for harassing opponents at a safe distance during the laning phase. Ardent Blaze fires a star-shaped projectile in a line. When the missile hits an enemy or reaches the end of its range, it explodes outward in 4 directions, marking opponents with light for a few seconds. Attacking a marked target grants Lucian a short burst of movement speed that refreshes with each successive attack. Ardent Blaze also briefly reveals the area of impact, allowing Lucian to scout for enemies in the fog of war. To establish lane dominance, Lucian can use the movement speed bonus from Ardent Blaze to scare off opponents by tagging them with additional attacks. Relentless Pursuit is a short-range dash that removes all slowing effects from Lucian. If Lucian finds himself cornered, Relentless Pursuit can also hop over terrain and barriers. Here are a few key escape routes you might find useful. Lucian's ultimate is the Culling. Upon activation, Lucian's basic attack is disabled, while he unleashes a barrage of light energy in target direction, dealing a mix of physical and magic damage. Each projectile damages the first enemy in its path, so tanks can body block for more fragile allies. Lucian can move, dash, and use summoner spells to reposition while his ultimate is active. His other abilities are unavailable during the channel time. If he scores a kill while the Culling is active, the cooldown on Relentless Pursuit resets for another dash. There is no limit on the number of times he can reset this dash while channeling his ultimate. The Culling deals bonus damage to minions, so Lucian can quickly burn through a wave onto higher priority targets. If your opponent jukes out of your line of fire, you can trigger the ability again to cancel your ultimate and resume your attack. Early on, Piercing Light is better suited to harassing Lucian's lane opponent than farming, since it deals reduced damage to minions. By taking advantage of Light Slinger and getting a double shot after the cast, Lucian's trade potential is also much higher than expected. Since Piercing Light hits enemies far beyond your target, keep an eye out for opportunities to tag more than one enemy champion with the beam for additional damage. The Culling's long range gives Lucian the ability to snipe off kills while on the move. After a favorable exchange with Leona, Lucian dives in and lines up his ultimate with her escape path, so she can't avoid the barrage of light. Lucian's high mobility combined with the low cooldown on Piercing Light can help him turn a fight that would normally spell death for a fragile marksman. Despite being caught out by Maokai, Lucian makes an aggressive play bursting down Caitlyn with Piercing Light and Light Slinger, then marking Maokai with Ardent Blaze to give himself a speed boost. The added mobility allows him to keep pace for another Piercing Light to close out the kill. Because Light Slinger can proc on every spell, Lucian can deal surprising burst damage by attacking after each cast. Here he quickly takes out Zyra with just his basic abilities and bonus attacks from his passive. Additionally, while his ultimate doesn't actually deal damage here, Lucian gets a free reset on Relentless Pursuit by activating it before Ignite kills Zyra, allowing him to dash safely away from Caitlyn's attacks. Since each of the Culling's projectiles can proc the movement speed bonus from Ardent Blaze, Lucian can make some flashy getaways by comboing the two. Apart from the movement speed boost, the damage output from the culling makes Lucian an intimidating opponent to chase, as even Leona can't dive past the turret while walking through his ultimate. Lucian can contribute a lot of damage in teamfights thanks to Piercing Light and the culling. However, because he has no inherent crowd control, it's difficult to land all his abilities without some help from his team. Here, Lucian is able to perform his best when allies lock down the enemy team, allowing him to channel his full ultimate onto Elise and Zyra. After softening up his opponents with the culling, Lucian dashes in to chase down the second kill. When building Lucian, focus on a mix of attack damage and cooldown reduction to support his speedy, ability-based kit. For runes, try attack damage marks, armor seals, magic resist glyphs, and lifesteal quintessences. For masteries, try 21-5-4, taking cooldown reduction and attack damage boosts in offense, health and defense, and mana regeneration plus improved flash and utility. For summoner spells, try flash with ignite or barrier, allowing you to quickly reposition and secure kills. Thanks for tuning in to the Lucian Champion Spotlight. Please subscribe to the Riot Games YouTube channel and leave us your comments just below the video.